Friends, I am Dr. Surajit Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Tissue Salt Treatment Part 49, Silicea-5. Silicea for sleep symptoms. Sleeplessness from orgasm of blood. Pulse fast palpitations. Talk in sleep. Sudden jerking of limb during sleep. Nightmare in sleep. Silicea for febrile symptoms. Febrile means fever. Hectic fever from pus formation owing to inflammation in body. Chilliness of body all day long. Worse from movement. Cold air unbearable. Feeling of heat in body towards afternoon. Burning in soles of feet at night. Night sweat. Loss of appetite. Limitless tiredness. Tuberculosis. Copious sweat over scalp. Fetid sweat in feet. Some relevant pictures have been demonstrated bottom. Please note down. Silicea for skin symptom. Trivial wounds resist healing, turn to necrosis. Trivial wounds now turn to necrosis. Wounds resulting from any types of inflammation or injury of skin discharge thick yellow pus. It may be a carbuncle or a boil, abscess or a fistula or an ulcer or phelon. Sometimes from older wounds come out watery thin discharge with extreme offensive odor. Wounds around nails. Feel the skin around a wound. Feel the skin around a wound. Very painful pustules in face. Around neck. Nasal ulcers. Nasal ulcers from leprosy. Hard swollen lymph nodes. Coppery colored eruption on skin. Please note down the variety and dangerousness of the symptoms. All these symptoms, if you do not know that your silicea has got this power, it will be difficult to treat such situation. Whenever such patient will come to you, you will simply tell that it is not within my jurisdiction, please go to some good doctors. But actually, you had the weapons with you. If you know the power of your weapons, you can use silicea for many dangerous situations. Silicea for tissues. Within tissue spaces boil. Within tissue spaces of a boil or carbuncle lies lakhs of dead body cells generally. The dead WBCs, dead RBCs. They collectively create a painful sore swelling. Silicea is infallible to burst out such swelling and heal the area. This is the healing style of a boil or carbuncle. How this happens has been written here. Please write down if you twice, thrice, if you can follow it. Silicea is infallible to burst out such swelling and heal the area. When swelling just starts to gather, calamine is effective. Silicea also cures necrosis of bone, horrible gangrenous ulcers. Caliphos also used. As also neglected palsy, old ulcer. Palsy means pus secreting. Please remember, wherever possible, use Silicea 3x powder in paste form over skin along with internal dose. That is, you are giving say Silicea 12x, but use Silicea 3x powder form locally. You may use Silicea 12x, 30x, 200x even, but this you can also use externally. Internally higher potency, externally 3x powder, paste form. This will make the healing process very fast. See these pictures of various gangrene of a foot. How the gangrene of foot occurs. These bones are the whole the muscles and the skin structure is destroyed. Here the necrosis of toes. This finger will be completely fall down from the feet, because this is necrosed. Modalities of silicea. Subjects all problem get worse in new moon, full moon, open air, on catching cold in feet, suppression of foot sweat. They feel better in warm room, in hot environment, on covering head warmly, all types of pain less on application of heat. Cardinal symptoms silicea. And children are scrofulous, prone to ricket. Their heads big, fontanelle is open. This is fontanelle. This is called fontanelle is open. Sutures united not properly. These are sutures. Sutures, one suture, there's another suture. These are called sutures. The sutures not united properly for a long time. Scalp sweat profusely. Lack to cover it warmly. Face looks like old man. Abdomen swollen. But limbs are thin as stick. Limbs thin. Cardinal symptoms continuing. Subjects irritable, angry, always on tenterhooks. Stubborn. School children cannot recite, make faults. Depressed. Timid, hopeless. After receiving Silicea, their depression gets less, mind becomes hopeful, unnecessary fear dilutes. Due to lack of Silicea, pus accumulates around nail. Finally, nail destroyed totally. Skin's characteristic altered so much that big wound created from small scratches. Side gets ripe and fuzzy. 4. When sweat of palms and feet gets suppressed to create a new disease, there may be, this is called disease metastasis. Disease moves from one place to another. Silicea returns the suppressed foot sweat and finally cure the disease. High potency of Silicea work deeply for a long period. It can eradicate even genetic diseases. Mind this. This is an experimental fact observed by many good doctors. Silicea, if start working, it goes working on months after months. I have personally noted Silicea 200 to act for 8 or 9 months in a subject continuously. The symptom is going, again returning, again coming, again vanishing. After waiting for the symptoms again returning, again vanishing, you have to wait, watch and carefully watch. Don't interfere with the medicine. It will take a long time and symptom will come and go and the patient will report, yes, he is getting better day by day. Life case collected from one reputed tissue salt therapist's personal diary. Mrs. B. Chakraborty, age 45, had been suffering from hip joint disease for the last 5 to 6 months. Got a lot of treatment, even completed a full course of antibiotic, but troubles returned after every course. Now intense older pain was not there. Nonetheless, she didn't feel relaxed. Had come to me for cure. On query, it was gathered. Now the pain on the right hip joint had changed from needle piercing sensation to a type of griping pain. Before a few years, she had suffered from severe dandruff. He used a good medicated shampoo. The problem was no more there. As to her mental sphere, she was bipolar. Further, her mind became too much fearful and anxious in dawn and twilight. Feared that he would go mad. Some impending ill luck would succumb her. He would die. Again in sleep during night, she dreamed of nightmares. She felt hurt from trifle. Used to think that nobody understood her, etc., etc. I stopped her raising my hand and asked, "Do you like open cool air?" "I like open place but not cool air." She is 30x calcarea salve, 30x once 3 times a week in the morning for 1 month with a dose of placebo every night was prescribed. After 21 days, report came that she was slightly better, though to start with there was an aggravation. It took about 1 year continuous treatment to give Mrs. Chakraborty her desired result. Of course, I concluded the treatment with sulfur 10 mg 2 doses. With this video, the series Tissue Salt Therapy in English ends. The link of the series is given below. You please note it. And I also like to say something more. Please continue for the last slide. An appeal to one and all who are interested in learning and practicing TST. I published these videos in all with sincere intention and wishes that every person of the globe knows this simple yet very effective mode of treatment of diseases and practices the same within his or her own family and society. None ever gets any permanent damage whatsoever from these remedies. I think would never get in future too. There are only 12 remedies and 6 different potencies. All remedies are just inorganic salts of our body. Cost of the remedies is nominal. As on this day, the TST or tissue salt therapy is practiced in many countries over the globe, but I want this to be practiced by every person of the globe. It is so simple. All the required contents are available free of cost in courtesy of YouTube with a few clicks. Books of stalwarts in the subject are also available in the net in PDF format free of cost. With my sincere respect to Dr. W.H. Schussler, the inventor of the TST, I conclude herewith. Thanks to you all again.